Have you heard about the Diaspora Transition Network? If you haven't, then this is an opportunity to know more about this organization. Now, if you're somebody that lives in the diaspora that's looking to move back home to Ghana, or somebody that's already moved back to Ghana and set up your business, and you're thinking, I want to have a network of people that are like me, that have moved back, this is the community that you need to join. Now, all you have to do is basically follow the link that's below, the Survey Monkey, and you can register today. Now, the community is going to be looking at networking opportunities, business opportunities, and just, having a place where you can diverse and interact with people who have also moved from the diaspora. Now, even if you're having problems with tax issues, for instance, we would call the GRA to come and discuss with us how the tax system works in Ghana. If you're having issues with registering your business, we will get the registry's office to come and speak to us. Any other issues, you would have other diasporans who have been through it, who have done it, who have worn the t-shirt, and you would have that support system by joining the Diaspora Transition Network. She has been in the beauty industry for over 14 years, lived in the UK. 2014, she's like, you know what, I'm packing my bags, I'm moving to Ghana. Working in investment banking, Morgan Stanley. I mean, she was doing well. She's getting paid, she's getting money. But still, she thought, you know what? I want to move back home to Ghana. Stephanie Adu, Madam Colorbox.
That's me.
That's you. And guys, I didn't mention, she is an award-winning brand, okay? Luxury brand. But Steph, London, UK,
Yeah.
Why?
I think, honestly, it was youthful naivety a little bit, and just being ambitious, and just thinking, you know what, I'm not married now, I don't have kids now. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it now.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what really charged me to do.
Okay, so 2014, before that, were you coming back and forth? What were you doing before you actually made that move?
I think a lot of kids or young adults come for Christmas or Easter or summer holidays, nothing out of the ordinary, didn't really spend prolonged periods of time here. Literally, naivety was like, you know what, I really like the idea of starting my own business, but I did come and do my research, and hardcore, detailed research.
Really?
Before I opened and put money into anything. But I said, you know what, at least, why not? Let me try.
Okay.
That's what it was.
So, okay, let's talk about life in the UK. Okay, life in the UK. Before that, so you studied biomedical
Sciences, yes. I know.
And then went into investment banking.
I know.
Okay, so tell me about that.
So the biomedical sciences, I thought I wanted to be in medicine or in dentistry. And then I was like, okay, I'm not sure. So I took a gap year. And then I said, right, let me choose a degree that can maybe lead into something like that, biomedical sciences. But in the second week, I was like, this is not for me. I'm not, no, this is just, I think, being in that world is a calling almost, and it wasn't for me. So I was like, okay, I need to figure out what I want to do. Just by chance, an email, popped into our uni inbox and was like, oh, do you want to find out more about investment banking? And, it's fast paced, you can earn a lot of money, blah, blah. I was like, okay, let me go for a talk. And that started me on my journey to investment banking. So just by chance.
Wow,
yeah,
just by chance. And how was it working at Morgan Stanley? Stocks and all of these kind of stuff. You must have learned a lot that's actually helping you now, right?
Oh my goodness. At the time, it was incredibly tough. Starting work at 6 a.m.
Pardon?
Starting work at 6 a.m. And I'm not a morning person.
Wow.
I'm not a morning person. And then leaving at 6. And it was just incredibly intense. But the training that I got, that is living on now, that I'm even trying to pass on to whoever I have a chance to impact as well.
And you say that the training that you got, there's a lot of people in Ghana, right, that want to have an opportunity to experience the UK, USA, and all of that.
Yep.
Do you think it's essential for them to have those experiences, or can you make it without having those experiences in Ghana?
I think it's going to be easier if you do have those experiences, because it just literally does set up your mindset for excellent customer service, for being proactive, critical thinking, all these things that you're forced to address in an environment such as Morgan Stanley. But nevertheless, There's a lot of people here in this environment that are killing it. They are making it. They may have been exposed somewhat to these things, but it would be easier. It's not necessary, but it would be a lot easier, I think.
Yeah. And what do you think about luxury? Because in the UK, luxury is taken to another level, right? So how was it, doing a brand here that's a luxury brand?
So I brand us as affordable luxury because I'm very cognizant of the fact that we are an emerging economy, right? Our spending power is really not that great, but we deserve the best. So the affordable luxury was really the gap that I was trying to plug. And it is really quite hard finding or filling that gap where you're pushed to give excellent customer service, all these things that make up what is deemed as luxury, quality packaging and the whole process, branding. And then just trying your very best to make sure that the prices do not like hit the lady's pocket that much. Absolutely. So, all these things that do come with luxury in terms of customer service and training and stuff like that, it has been a challenge, but I think we've made great strides, and our CB family, as we call them, are growing, and they always testify to what we're doing.
Did you birth Colorbox in the UK before coming to Ghana, or you birthed it right here?
It was birthed here, but again via another accident. Another accident, literally. I was supposed to bring an international brand here, so I had an investor backing me.
Oh, wow.
And at that time, that's when the currency just blew out of the water, like doubled, almost tripled. Light off was an issue. Everything was a mess. Investors were like, "Oh, hell no!" So, they pulled out. And my story is not uncommon. It happens to a lot of people. But I had my savings, and I was like, "No, I believe this can really work, and I'm going to give it my 3 years. If I see progress and if I see it's working, then I'm going to stick it out." And so that was the plan, and I'm still here.
Wow. So tell us about what Colorbox is for those that don't know. What is the product that you have, the luxury brand?
So I say Colorbox is the affordable luxury brand of choice for women. So we are focused on making sure that women get the best quality at every stage without breaking their bank balance. So we focus on brush sets. Our brushes are
the best.
Hello. Yes. So the brushes are our top seller, amazing quality. And then we have other accessories such as beauty blenders, LED mirrors, brush holders, and we're expanding. And we also have loose pigment highlighters, which we won an award for, which is called Melanin Glow.
Oh wow, fantastic!
And so, we are.
And how does it feel? You've come to Ghana, you're winning awards, you're making an impact. People are loving the brand. Like you said, you've got a big family of people. You're doing sales currently at the moment, so people might be coming in and out, buying some of the stuff.
A lot, yeah.
How does that make you feel as somebody, as an entrepreneur, as somebody that moved from a high earning salary to Ghana?
It gives me hope that I've made the right decision. It gives me hope, So on those days, which everybody will have, where you're questioning, what have I got myself into? That's that, and the feeling and the constant messages that we get, which tell us, your customer service is great, your products have helped us and helped in blah blah blah. It just makes me realize and reassures me that I've made the right decision, and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I always on the show I want to put things in perspective, right? And I want the audience to really understand about moving back home and making that transition. Right. How do you make that transition and make an impact in Ghana? You have to have an open mind. You have to have patience, and you have to have the will of a bulldog. Those are the three things. And if you have those three things, no matter what will come at you, you'll be able to figure out a way to push forward, or you'll be able to stop, analyze, and then again push forward. But it's just those three things that will just help you to make sure that you're making an impact, that you're doing the right thing, and that you're pushing forward. So back to 2014, when you told your friends and your family, guys, I'm moving to Ghana, what did they say? My parents were like, oh, you want to move to Ghana? Okay, give us 6 months, she'll be back. Really? They were, give 6 months, she'll be back. 2 years later, they're like, so you're not coming back? They were like, so you're really not coming back? I was like, I'm serious. This is something. This is growing. There is an opportunity here. Seriously. And so I really don't think they believed me until they were like, oh, a few years in, they were like, okay, I think she's serious. So
but why do you think our parents are like that? Why do you think they kind of almost discourage us from moving back home to Ghana? What have they seen that we haven't seen, or what are we seeing that they're not seeing?
I think with age, you are less of a risk taker.
Yeah.
And I think they understand that this is tough. It's tough. Yeah. You know, it's
the
not
will
easy.
of a bulldog.
The will. You've got to have it, you know. And it's not easy, but if you have youth on your side, and if you have the will or youthfulness on your side, then it's something that you can go for it and see what happens. But I really think they're like, you know what? Why stress yourself? Get a job, earn money, and live your life. Like, why do you want to stress yourself? That's what I think they're thinking.
They're not about that stress.
They're really not about it. And even now, when my parents are now retired and they're trying to move back, I'm worried for them, because I know some of the stress that they don't have in the UK is going to have stress here. And so I'm going to have to mitigate that at the same time. So I understand, but it's a risk. It's a risk that's worth taking, I think.
Do you see more younger people from the diaspora moving back now?
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot. I'm just not sure they are as prepared. I think we are in the Wakanda stage, you know, and Ghana can be Wakanda. It can be. But when you're living here, it's a different ball game altogether. And so you really need to make sure that you've got the right mindset for living here, rather than just enjoying here.
Holiday.
Because it's okay to come for a holiday and live your best life. You don't have to move here. You can enjoy it for what it is. But if you are moving, the mindset needs to completely be shifted and transformed in a way that you can make it here, and without being too frustrated, and just push.
Wow, and just push. Yeah. Guys, we're going to go for a short commercial break. When I come back, we'll delve more into living in Ghana.
Imperial Homes Ghana and Great Britain has carved a niche for itself within the real estate industry as the premier provider of luxury homes in Ghana and England, with a mission to provide safe, good value, modern housing and personalized estate management services to its clients and customers. All our homes meet the Lifetime Homes standard, as well as the highest standards of engineering excellence, safety, environmental sustainability, and cost efficiency. Imperial Homes, a signature of luxury.
Goobit card welcomes you to the land of gold, Ghana. The Goobit card is a unique loyalty card which gives you the opportunity to enjoy discounts of up to 40% on goods and services. You enjoy discounts of the best of hotels, amazing restaurants, beauty lounges, spas, health centers, fashion houses, and shopping centers in Ghana. The Goobit card can also be used as a prepaid Visa card with Access Bank, our partners, offering you conveniences on all payment platforms. Applications is safe, secure, and valuable. Call us or WhatsApp us on 0245 156 705. Visit www.goobitdiaspora.com. Goobit card, the best discount card in Ghana. I'm still with the flawless Stephanie Adu, Mrs. actually. She's married now, okay? She's married now. So how is it, marriage life, being an entrepreneur, living in Ghana? Obviously your husband is back and forth.
Right.
How is that working?
I think I am super lucky for the following reasons. Wow. Me and my husband have an understanding where he used to travel a lot all the time anyway. So that's our natural relationship. He is incredibly supportive. And when I'm here, I can focus on being an entrepreneur and pushing forward. And when I'm with him, I can give him my full attention, and we understand that. So the dynamic is, one that we understand, and I'm just so thankful, because I can just imagine if you didn't have a supportive partner, or you had a demanding partner at the wrong times, it can slow you down, or it can make you lose your mojo. But I'm very thankful for him.
Wow. So did you meet your husband in London or in Ghana?
In London at Morgan Stanley.
At Morgan Stanley. So you worked together at Morgan?
He was on a separate floor, but we worked for Morgan Stanley together.
Business and pleasure does not mix.
Well, we were on separate floors, so, And so we've known each other for like over 10 years.
Wow.
But we got married like 2 years ago.
Wow.
And yeah, so we really know each other and we understand each other, so it's good.
That's good. And I think, like you said, it's really important to have someone that's supportive.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
That understands your vision, because you're both on that same path together. And so it makes it easier for you to grow and flourish.
Literally, to flourish is the word, to flourish.
Honestly.
Yeah, seriously.
So thank you, hubby, for being a supportive husband.
He'll love that.
So, business.
Yes.
Setting up a business in Ghana.
Yes.
Tell us the process you went through.
What process did I go through? So you have the registration, you have the documents that you all need to take care of. Whether express or the normal route, if you want to experience Ghana in its fullest.
Okay.
And then
so
you
did you go the long way or the short way?
Express route. The express route.
Okay.
You know, I didn't have time to to run about the express route, which is still fine. It's still legal. Okay. But I just didn't have the time or the desire to understand how long this could stretch out.
Yeah. And do you think that's something that we've kind of gotten used to? If we're registering a company,
there's no such thing as express in the UK. But UK is efficient. Okay. That's the thing. It's efficient. Okay. If they say you're going to register your business in 5 working days, you will 99% of the time have your business in 5 working days. Yeah. So the efficiency is, outweighs, what we're used to. I think.
So you did that, and then getting office, getting staff.
Yes.
How was it like recruiting Ghanaians to work for your business?
So HR is a worldwide or nationwide problem, I would say.
Okay.
I think sometimes the kids here are not taught to critically think. Okay. It's even from school. Okay. The lecturer or the teacher is right, period. Yeah. So you don't have any say or to question or to whatever. So one of my biggest things is imparting, like, okay, so what do you think? Think about how this would impact. Does this, in the wider or grand scheme of things, how does your action or your thought process impact the business? So it is, it's definitely a challenge. It's definitely consistent.
Do you think that you're having to do more training of personnel that work for you because of that critical thinking?
Yes, 100%. I think it literally that's it, critical thinking. Now it does come naturally too, but I don't think it's harnessed. It's really not harnessed here. So the critical thinking, I think at the educational level, whereas even your elders are right, point blank, period. Is you don't get to, but what about this? Or have you thought about that? Or maybe, no. So that is ingrained. So you need to really bring out, so what do you think? Tell me, and just train their mind a different way. Yeah.
So what has been kind of one of the main or biggest challenges that you've had to face whilst living in Ghana?
It's not even, I think the business I could have probably handled. It's the personal side, getting the mindset right, and being okay with being alone, being okay with doing things alone, being okay with encouraging myself to push forward. I think if you are very comfortable in your own self, and I think Ghana will teach you or speed up the process of you getting there. But once you get to a point where you are comfortable, like, okay, the buck stops with me, and maybe I won't have anybody to support me during X, Y, and Z, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna push through. Or I know myself. I know when I need a break. I know when I need to push. I know when I need to ask for help. Knowing yourself and knowing that process, I think, is the hardest part of this journey. Once you get past that, then you know how to maneuver, I think, in this system or this new system.
In the UK, they say that you've got no life. You're literally working 9 to 5, you finish work, you go home. But isn't it similar to Ghana? You wake up early, I'm sure, probably. Some people, a lot of Ghanaians wake up at 4, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Incredible.
And it's a long day.
Right.
Or do you think that they do get to have a social life in Ghana? Or are you having a social life?
I am having a social life when I want to.
Okay.
When I want to. And I think the social life here is far better, far more relaxed, far more enjoyable. And I think life is not taken as seriously here, and I think that is good for the soul. I think that's good for the spirit, literally. So in the UK, whereas you have to maybe schedule 3 months in advance, or do you want to come to dinner at this day or this night? It's like, everybody chill out. Everybody's really busy here, yes, but why don't we go to the beach? or why don't we go to dinner, or there's this new spot, let me come pick you up. It's very fluid.
Okay.
And I think just that nature of life is just so good for the soul here.
Okay.
So good.
So let's go back to the business. So you set up your business, and obviously you've got family here, right? Your mum and dad obviously are in the UK,
Yeah.
but you've got the aunties, uncles, I'm sure.
Very little.
Very little.
Very little.
They're all in the UK?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Very little.
They don't want to move back?
I think they want to come for a holiday. I think
Okay.
they want to do half-half.
Okay.
And I think that's a really good mix for, you know, a retired or just looking to chill out.
Okay.
You have the convenience of the UK and you have the lifestyle and relaxed, you know, nature of Ghana.
Okay.
But that's a beautiful mix. But yeah, when I first moved back, it was just me and my grandma.
Okay.
She's unfortunately passed on.
Oh.
So it's just me and an uncle really here.
That live-
So again, it is alone.
Okay.
But I've built my own family here,
Okay.
and I'm still in contact with all of my, and I've got friends here and everything as well. So, yeah, it's fine. As I said, Ghana can be bittersweet.
Okay.
But once you know yourself, then you just get to, you know the term here, happy yourself.
Happy yourself.
When you can happy yourself,
Yeah.
then everything just falls into line.
Okay. But the beauty industry, it wasn't as huge as it is now.
True.
Okay.
True.
And so how have you found the progression of the beauty industry?
This is what I feel like my instinct was telling me when I came here. Like, there was an opportunity here. There was something bubbling here. And I have not been proved wrong. Like, it is bubbling. There are makeup artists popping up all over. There is a renewed interest in beauty. And I think it's amazing. And I think we are really well placed as a brand to kind of take advantage or capitalize and serve the ladies here as we continue to grow, actually.
You know, the beauty industry in other parts of the world is $1 billion industry.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Do you think that we are taking it as serious? I know it's growing, but are we taking it as serious and investing into the industry as we should?
I don't think the infrastructure is here.
Okay.
The infrastructure is not here in terms of, there's not a lot of places where you can actually make cosmetics. Even registering cosmetics, standardization of cosmetics. So having an organization like Makeup Ghana, for example, really helps to put structure in place so that we can all benefit from this. Standardization, accreditation, and all this. So the structures are growing, but it's one that is poised. As they say, Africa is the last frontier. It's the last frontier. So we are lagging behind, but when we catch up, it's going to be a big catch up. So it's all about positioning and that as well.
So a lot of people are saying that during COVID-19, your industry actually still went up. It didn't stop because people were still wearing makeup. People are still, even though being at home, because they were doing Zooms. And so, you know, it was still thriving.
Yeah.
Did you feel that? Did your business go down during COVID-19 or did you see it go up?
So during COVID-19, I think we had to be really creative. Discounts, using the opportunity to educate. So do you know what? You have our brushes. Let me teach you how to use them properly. Everybody's at home. Everybody's got time. Let us teach you. But believe it or not, last year was our biggest and best year yet.
Wow.
Our biggest and best year yet, yeah.
And I like the fact that your brushes, right, it tells you what to do with the brush.
That's right.
You've got the card, and I needed that because I was like, what is this brush?
Yeah.
Is it for, like,
yeah.
And I think that it's so important because obviously there's so many makeup artists, but sometimes you need to do the makeup at home by yourself.
Absolutely.
And if you don't have the instructions to do it,
absolutely,
you're lost.
Absolutely. We say at Colorbox, we are here to meet you at your point of need on your beauty journey.
Wow.
So it is, if you're a beginner, we have something for you. We're here to help you. If you're a pro, award winning, again, we have brushes and amazing that you're gonna love. Yes. So at every point, we can meet you there.
Do you see you adding more things to the brand that you have already?
Yeah.
You spoke about even
absolutely
the standardization.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there more of those things that you're going to be doing?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I've got new initiatives up my sleeve.
Wow.
Hopefully in a couple of years or a few years time, we'll have a vast array of new products. My dream for Colorbox is scary for some, but I'm highly ambitious. And I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. I just say to my girls, you better strap on because we're going.
Wow.
You know, we are going. So I'm really excited.
When you go back to London, do you miss Ghana? Do you feel like, oh my God, I need to go back? Are you in that zone?
I used to feel that.
Yeah.
I used to. But now I appreciate every environment for what it is.
Okay.
When I'm in London, I enjoy London for all of its luxuries or convenience, or what do I want to eat Vietnamese today for lunch, and then I want to eat Italian for dinner or whatever. I have choices and whatever, and Amazon, God bless it, you know, all this stuff, right?
Yes.
You know, all the shopping and all the rest of that. Then when I come to Ghana, you know, said after work today, I might go to the beach and think and brainstorm some ideas, or call a friend, or go chill. I just appreciate where I am for what it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you find Ghana expensive to the UK?
Yes.
Okay.
And the reason why is because we're an import nation. So everything is just put added tax on it. And so it is. So most of the time when I can, if I have space in my luggage, I'm buying from Amazon, I'm popping it in my luggage, and I'm bringing it back.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And some of the electronics and stuff like that we have, again, because of standardization and what's allowed in, the level and the quality sometimes. So I try and buy as much as I can here. It's not as expensive as what people may think if you know where to look. But yeah, I'm used to my Amazon.
Yeah,
And my eBay.
I love Amazon. I think Amazon needs to, the Ghanaian needs to set up
Seriously, something.
Yeah, something like similar to that. Is there anything else that you miss a lot in the UK?
I think family, just spending time with family. I've got niece and 2 nephews, and I'm missing them growing up, I feel. And so I'm on FaceTime with them all the time, just so they remember Auntie.
Yeah.
But I think it's just family.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just family that I try and go back as often as I can, but
Okay.
I think that's it.
So another entrepreneur that's in the UK looking to come back, still unsure, what would your advice be to them?
Come, if you can, for a minimum of 3 months.
Okay.
Do practical on-the-ground research. Talk to as many people as you can. Document that research. Study it, analyze it, and figure out if this is something that is actually a viable, feasible business to do. Before you drop any money into a never-ending pit hole, please make sure that you've done your research, okay? Because you don't want to then have the opportunity to blame somebody or blame something. You know, do as much as you can. As I always say, if you were moving to China because you found out there was an opportunity in China, how much research would you do? You'd go above and beyond. That same energy needs to be for here. Same energy. Wow. And then you'll be way more prepared. You'll feel more relaxed that you've thought of everything. Okay, you've understood the environment as much as you can. Now let's just give it a go.
Wow. But there's been a lot of Chinese, as you mentioned, Italians, Brazilians, Indians. Are all in this country. What are they seeing that our parents are not seeing, that our brothers and sisters, Ghanaian of Ghanaian descent, are not seeing? Why are they not here?
I think most of these nations that you mentioned, they're hustlers. They're hustlers. You know, you've probably seen or heard Nigerians when they come to Ghana, they're like, Ghana's like calm, it's peaceful, it's easy. And it's because, you know, they just have a more hustler mentality. And so I think it's all relative and comparable. But I think they're saying, you know, there's stuff moving here, there's things moving here. Only if you have the will.
Only if you have the will.
Only if you have the will to do it.
So would you encourage them to come back?
Yeah.
But obviously do the 3 months.
I will do the 3 months, and I would say if you are the slightest bit lazy, don't do it.
Really?
Don't do it. Because it's just come for Ghana and enjoy it for what it is. You know, come for Christmas, live your best life, and then return it to a structure that suits your personality. But if you are not lazy and you are a go-getter and this is something that you really are thinking about doing, then come and do it and come and join us. Because we don't need any more mediocre here. We need A-game people to come and help us push our agenda here.
Absolutely.
So that's what we need.
Absolutely. But we always find ourselves still comparing ourselves to the UK. And like you said, we're like 20, 30 years apart.
Yeah.
But we still compare. Why is it that we are still comparing to this day?
I don't know if it's a question of our leadership is now catching up to the structures that are needed, you know, whether it be infrastructure, things are moving now, but we're lagging behind. So something that it might be so basic in the UK may be structured differently here. And so that comparison is always essentially going to be there. But we are catching up. And again, the more people that join the agenda, the more people that have energy to push and to build this country up, then the better it will be for everybody.
Do you think that Ghanaians, we are patriotic, we love our country?
Are we as patriotic as some of the other countries?
I think Nigerians are way more patriotic than us. Okay. They are proud to be, you know, and that's probably one of the first things that will come out of their mouth. Or if they see another Nigerian that is doing well, whether it be a doctor, an astronaut, whatever, they are repping for them. Doesn't matter what tribe, nothing. I think we are growing in that. I think we are really seeing, you know, if we see a Ghanaian doctor, a Ghanaian dentist, or someone doing really well, we are pushing. But I think it's changing slowly. But I do think we are, and I think once we understand how other African nations see Ghana, and they see us as a haven, they see us as someone that's doing so well, and it's so, especially compared to maybe my husband's country, or for example, but I think we are, but not as much maybe as other nations.
But why is that? Why are we not seeing the gold that other people are seeing? Is it we're too familiar, like we live here, like we just feel like as if we know, but we actually don't know how much we've got in Ghana.
I think that is a little bit of it, you know. The fact that we have peace in this country where we can go around and feel safe, that should not be underestimated or undervalued. And I think if you're from another nation, African nation, where that you do not have that, you will come and see this country as like, oh my gosh, you guys, you should be aiming for the stars. You have nothing holding you back. So I think it is a bit of, you know, just being familiar. But I think maybe as, you know, social media and all these things connect us to the world, we can appreciate what we have. And we're not perfect, not by any means, but with what we have, we can push and get better.
Absolutely. And when you were moving back, did you have any fear in terms of healthcare, in terms of calling 999 or 111, whatever it is? Was there those fears? Some people talk about, you know, especially those with families, I guess.
Right, yes.
But like, you know, looking at the healthcare system, were you ever frightened that, oh, something may happen, I might not get the care that I would get abroad?
And the reason why I'm sighing is because you may not know this, but I had a major car accident in 2017.
Wow, I think I remember actually.
Yeah. It's a huge car accident where I was just hanging on for dear life, had all internal injuries, and that's when the poor structures of the healthcare system were exposed to me in its fullest here. So now I do not play with healthcare in that sense. I had to be flown back to the UK to, you know, have my back operated on. I learned how to walk again. I had learned how to eat again. I learned how to do everything again from scratch, and it took me a long time to get back to the level that I am now. So
what were you exposed to? What happened?
I was in like a private ward. I won't mention the hospital. And you know, they were doing their rounds. Families are not allowed in the room when they're doing their rounds and doing their checkups.
Before you go to the hospital, what happened? There was a car crash. What happened?
So I was asleep in the back of the car. So I just remember waking up in the hospital.
Wow.
I don't remember the impact. I don't remember how I got there. No one's even able to tell me
so
a
you
clear
had a driver?
story.
Who was driving?
It was my friend that was driving, my very good friend that was driving.
Was they okay?
Okay? Thankfully, there was no fatalities. I think I came out the worst, unfortunately. But just woke up from unconsciousness in hospital. I didn't think my brain didn't compute what was happening. Because again, when you're in Ghana and you're used to doing things by yourself, so I was thinking, they were asking me, or they were saying, oh, we can't take our nail varnish off because it's gel. And I was like, no, just use alcohol. I was still talking in the midst of my state, you know, because my brain didn't compute. But then I think things settled down and my body started to realize the seriousness of what was happening. And I started to, you know, experience someone and pay attention to what was happening around me. Maybe in the hospital, for example, the rounds. There was a senior doctor and maybe 4 junior doctors. And they were going around and there was a lady that was unconscious. And so the senior doctor asked the junior doctors, okay, so who's looking after this? And Kwesi put his hand up and said, it's me. He said, okay, so Kwesi, tell me about the patient. Like, describe what is going on. Give me a rundown. So Kwesi says, oh, you know, this lady, she's 44. I diagnosed her with X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 blah. And the senior doctor's like, okay, so tell me, what is X, Y, and Z? What did you diagnose her with? So tell me about, what is it?
Wow.
The senior doctor's like, no, you just said you diagnosed her. So tell me what you diagnosed. Tell me, what is it?
Oh my goodness.
And I turned to my then boyfriend, now husband, and I said, we're going. Get me out. We're going. Thanks.
Wow.
We're going. Get me on a plane now. So there's too many stories, but that exposes, you know, and it's public hospital. So there are private hospitals. I didn't have a choice of what hospital I went to.
Because it was an accident. They just had to
there
rush
you go.
you. Yeah.
Exactly. So there are things in place now that I've put to make sure that I'm more comfortable if things were to happen. You know, money underneath the bed to get on a plane back to London if necessary. Healthcare insurance. Do everything that you need to do to feel comfortable. If you have doctor, family, friends that you trust, like just make sure that you are really comfortable, because we're not used to paying for healthcare in the UK. And that's a big shock as well. So just make sure that, you know, we're still in a developing country. Let's not forget that. So
that means there's a huge opportunity for healthcare.
Oh, massive.
You know, so, you know, for those of you that are in the UK, US, wherever you are, there is a huge opportunity.
Please come
to invest in healthcare in Ghana, because at the end of the day, if you knew that there was somebody in the diaspora that's come that set up a hospital, you probably go there because you feel comfortable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even though there are great doctors,
they are
in Ghana.
There are,
but you would feel that great sense of, okay, this one is recommended by XYZ. They're Ghanaian. They've come to set up. I want to register at the place.
Absolutely. And I think having that perfect blend of understanding, you know, the Ghanaian healthcare system, but being trained or having exposure to different trainers across the world, or you know, UK or US, I think that's the perfect match. You know, and I think it really does help people feel more comfortable, and it definitely would feel a lot of people feel more comfortable as well. So please come.
Please come. And I think that is the last word that we're going to say. Please come to Ghana. The opportunities are here. Like she said, and that's the word that I'm actually going with today, have the will like a bulldog. Like, you have to be strong.
That's right.
You have to be feisty. You have to be ready to go on that journey. And so Stephanie's encouraging you to come. I'm encouraging you to come. Let's go on this journey together. It's the diaspora transition. Thank you so much for watching the show.